Hey there, SimFly news is coming soon. We are gonna let you know about the big new deployment that is coming. We are a new affiliate program coming in. We have they'll show you some more aspect of the airplane rental mission. And there are interesting questions in the Ask Me Anything section. So don't miss the news, and I'm gonna see you there. Hello everybody and welcome to SimFly News. This is Roberto Capodieci, I'm SimFly spokesperson, and I bring you the news on what's going on in SimFly every single week. This week we have exciting news. We start with the fact that the big deployment is almost ready. And we have so many things that are going to be included in the big deployment. We already spoke about this past week. We are perfectioning the last small details. And oh my god, I can't wait. I'm so excited. I can't wait for this to come out. As always, SimFly getting better and better, and this is going to be a huge step ahead. We fix a lot of things and we're gonna make it better for all of you. News number 2. So what we have, the affiliate program is going to change. At the moment, an affiliate needs to qualify to start getting a little bit of rewards or commissions. But now, with the new affiliate program, as soon as an affiliate subscribes, is immediately getting commission. Obviously, higher the results, higher the level, higher the percentage in commission. But everybody don't need to qualify. They're going to start collecting commission immediately. What it means that those that are already affiliated, the sales made in the past month are going to bring them a higher reward. So this is an interesting thing. So any of you that may have like a fellowship, group of friends, people you talk to, you have a YouTube channel, you have a newsletter, you write articles, or even you say in a Discord with other simmers, go in the About page, scroll it to the bottom, there is a link that says affiliate, click on it so you see how you can register yourself as a SimFly affiliate, how you get your referral code, and you can start getting commission when people you refer to SimFly start making purchases. This is amazing and is open to everybody, really. Only caveat is that in order to cash out the commission that you get, there should be a minimum amount, because we don't want to find ourselves to have to pay $5 commission to hundreds of people. It will be more expensive than actually functioning. So when you collect a certain amount, after that you will be able to cash out your commission. Small amount, nothing important, but something that makes sense to be sent via PayPal or other means. And another things we are going to present today is SimFly 2.0. SimFly 2.0 in the way that many user interface, user experience are not the best. For example, when you go to check your assets, for those that have a lot of assets, before you reach the one that you need to work with, you may have to scroll page and page and page. There's going to be like a list, so it's going to be much easier to scroll through all your assets. We honestly never thought people would pile up so many assets, but this is a good problem to have, and we're going to change the user interface there. In many other spaces and places of SimFly, we need to make things better. So as soon as we finish with the user marketplace, we're going to start working in making SimFly better, arriving to SimFly 2.0. Last news for the day is all about airplane rental mission. More details to show. First of all, as I told you last week, you can see we added the filters in the part where you can search for airplane for rental. And you can see that, for example, you have a field where you can search the airplane or airport takeout. This is, for example, for the airport takeout. And automatically the list is going to show you just the airplane in that specific airport. You can even put the ECAO of the airplane, so only the airplane with the ECAO, the whole airplane available around the world in different airports, are going to be shown in the list. You can filter also for other things, for example, the model, the brand of the airplane, and you can see it is that automatically shows you out of all the airplanes that are for rent around the world, those that match the particular brand. Or you can even choose the model of the airplane, so you can go there, select a specific model, and then you see the particular airplane in the world where it is. So you can see that you can choose also by the category of the airplane, so only airplane of a certain category, and you're gonna see them there. You can search even by the level. Okay, so airport, you can choose the airport category and the level of the airport as well. So this is a way for you to be able to find exactly the airplane of a particular model in the correct airport where you want to start your mission from. And this is interesting because you will see also that even the airport share part of the income. So you can see that in the list there is a part that says which is the percentage of the income that is shared together with the pilot. And here, these are the filters to search in the list of airplane, which are the airplane that you want to search to find. So how do you start the airplane rental mission? Okay, so the first thing you need to pay attention is where in the simulator that you have on is your airplane, in what airport it is, and what airplane model you have. Because this is key. There has to be the data that you enter when you start the mission. They need to match what the simulator is set up to. So first of all, you will have the need to see what airplane are there and make sure that the airplane that you rent is located in the airport where you are. The license, between all your license, you need to choose the license that is as well in the airport where you are living, where you are with your simulator. So license has to be in the same airport where the simulator is. An airplane that you rent has to be the same model that you are using in your simulator, and as well the same airport where you are with the simulator. So when these things match, you have no problem. But as you see, I get an error here now because my license is not at the airport where I am with the simulator, where the airplane is. So what to do in this case? So how do I move my license in the correct airport? I go to my assets. This is the page that I was telling you we're gonna make a list so it's easier. I find the license I want to move. I press on details, and here when I am in details, I can see that there is a section that says where the license is located. There is the button to move it, and here I can enter the ICAO, the airport where I want to move my license. Now it's free, so there's gonna be a fee to pay, and I move the license in the correct airport. So when I go back to my airplane rental mission, I see that my license now matches the correct airport. Again, I choose the airplane that is also in this airport, and at this point I have everything correct to start the mission without error. Remember one thing though, here I am not putting the airport where I want to go. So I can start the mission and I can fly from here to whatever airport I want. Yet, I show you what happened when the license is at the wrong airport. Now let's try to see what happens if you choose an airplane that is not the one that you're using in your simulator. You see that the license is the correct where we are, EDDB ICAO for the airport, and we are going to choose an airplane that is different from the one that is in my simulator, okay? So I choose this and I get an error that says, I can see the error that clearly states that the airplane I'm trying to use is not the airplane that my simulator is using. And so I need to go back and choose the correct airplane. When I can start the mission, if I choose the correct airplane, the mission starts with no problem.
And now that you have reached this point in the video, there is something I want you to do. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with your friends, okay? You can also find us in other social media like Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, and also in X, which used to be Twitter. Follow us in all the social media, because doing this will grow the community, and with a stronger community you will be able to enjoy a better SimFly experience. Subscribe to the channel, like the video at least, and share it with your friend, okay? Now, where I was? Oh yes!
So what happens if I choose an airplane that is not in the airport where I am with my simulator and where my license is based? So we are in EDDB with the simulator, the license is in EDDB correctly, but now I will choose an airplane that is the same model that I have in my simulator, but is not in the EDDB airport. When I choose it, I will be told, license is correct, airplane is correct. I press the start mission and I get the error that tells me, look, the airplane that you have selected is not located in the airport that you are. So the option here is take my simulator and move myself into the correct airport where the airplane is, but I need to also have the license that is based there. So now you might wonder, how do you put your airplane for rental? Okay, so let's find an airport that has no airplane for rental. Let's try EDDM airport. Okay, there is no airplane for rental in this airport, okay? So once we move our airplane and we put it here for rental, we know that it is in the one that we are renting. So I go in my asset, I find the airplane I want to rent, I go in the details. Here there is the switch to turn on that shows that the airplane is now for rental. It's good where the airplane is located. If it's not in the airport, I can move it, as I did move the license. And once it's the correct airport, I go back to my airplane rental mission. I filter with the ADDM ICAO for the airport, and I see now that my airplane is there for rent. Now I see many of you are thinking, I put my airplane for rent and then I go there and I rent it myself. So what happens if I try to rent my own airplane? Let's try. So I choose my license in the correct airport. Then I go look at the airplanes that are for rent, and I find the one that I put for rent. As soon as I click to select, I get the error that tells me, attention, this is the airplane that you own, so you cannot rent it. So you need to rent somebody else, another user airplane, in order to use this function in SimFly. And now we move to the Ask Me Anything section. First question has been asked by Igor MSK, 20th of March 2025, as 2 votes. It says, will it become mandatory to move the aircraft and license from the departure airport to the destination airport as a result of a mission? Well, with the test pilot, you don't have a license. With the other mission that allow you to do everything is not compulsory, but if you are there, it's going to be transported with you. But from airplane rental onward, you will need to fly with a license, and the airplane from the airport that you're leaving. And wherever you land, that's where your airplane and license are going to be. So either you ask or they're going to be automatically moved for you. There is going to be a fee in the future to pay to move a license or airplane from an airport to another. But this is going to be mandatory on all the future mission. Is part of the logic of how SimFly work, and the fact that we have a geographical distribution of asset around the world, so that is an interesting way to interact with it. You can still fly normally with you can move them by using the system to move a license that is in the license user interface, or you can just make a small flight along whatever is needed, and fly your license from a place to another. Either way, so you go with the fly, you make also some packs and experience point, you move it with the tool, you're gonna spend some packs to do that. Question number 2, which has been asked by Rod, 26th of March 2025, has 2 votes, and it says, due to the high amount of beta bugs and also the landing race system which influence the stats of the licenses badly, which could potentially influence the buy decision, if I would like to sell the license later on the community market, would it not be fair? Is a list market as a beta tester fly license, so maybe it gets a kind of glow up for Register's design, so people give it a worthy exactly deserve. Otherwise, I think that people will give less worth and priority if this has also become taken over by the next buyer. Okay, so you make a point, Rod, and we understand and thank you. But consider one thing, this is happening to everybody, so it's not just one person, this is a common thing for everybody. Will be different, a new license purchased after everything is settled and maybe can have a better statistics. Consider that statistics have no influence on anything, so it's just a show of things. But if somebody buy a license, probably you say correctly, like to buy a license, they're beautiful statistics. We are going to consider this, yet it's not the moment. The only option we can give is for license that being activated before a certain date, a cutoff date that we're going to decide, there is going to be a one-time chance to reset all the statistics. In this way, people will have the chance to rebuild them better. But as something that we're going to look onto, and we keep in consideration your suggestion, and we're going to see the moment that all the problems are solved, and this is not going to be an issue anymore. And we move to question number 3, as being asked by Pietro65, 25th of March 2025, as 1 vote, and the question goes like this. Hello team. Not often, but quite tragic when it happens. Yesterday and today, a mission was showing critical error just at the end. Of course, all rewards were lost. Total flights hours spent 8, 4 plus 4. The reason why, in my case, was due to bad internet connection. My question, is it possible to increase the time checking internet connection or have a counter that add the time only for the active flight from that to the flight times gain at connection lost? I mean, the flight started at time 8 Zulu and connection lost is at time 11:30 Zulu, just before the landing. The client should work offline and the server should talk with the client at the next connection, maybe after 15-20 minutes, and evaluate the amount of packs experience point to address this case, as was not intentionally caused. I kind of keep flying and don't crash the aircraft and save the session. Okay, it's a little complicated here, because for how SimFly is architected, your client talks with one particular server that has only the duty to keep a 5-minute buffer of what your client says. If doesn't see your client for more than 5 minutes, then he's closing the flight. There is to say that this has been done for a very particular reason. First, because 5 minutes was calculated as enough to close a connection, restart the connection, but also because there should be there is the pause that you can set when you fly. You can pause it, that you have maximum 15 minutes of pause, and this should not conflict with the collection of data, because the client in the case is still connected and still talking even if he's in the pause. And we need to also avoid the people to replicate the protocol of the client and actually with the excuse to have 50, 20, 30 minutes per time, build fake flights and feed the server side with fake flights, which will become much harder to check and monitor compared to the monitoring that we can do in a range of 5 minutes. We are reworking the client, so it's something we can look at in a way that probably can remain a little bit more secure. But consider that it's very hard, and this is just because there is potential cheaters. Consider as soon as people is cashing out packs for money, how attractive SimFly is going to be to people that just cheat system to cash out money, okay? So if somebody find a way to create fake flight, create 1,000 accounts that make fake flights and generate a lot of packs and start selling them in the market and crash the value of the packs, this is the damage for everybody, right? So it's very delicate for how the security is kept between the client and the server side for the client, and the buffering of those 5 minutes that is already extended, because at the beginning, if you remember, if you're with us a long time, it was just a matter of 1 second of disconnection and the mission was cancelled. So we work out this 5 minutes, we have a pause of 15, and making an offline for longer than 5 minutes today is just simply impossible for how things are architected, but we can find or analyze or study systems to make flights offline. We shouldn't require a black box. Probably we can start selling an hardware gadget that people connect to a USB in their computer that save flight data for SimFly in a safe way. I don't know. But in a way or another, for now, unfortunately, the limit is 5 minutes. And we are at the end. Thank you for watching the video until here. Subscribe to our social, you know what I say always, register to YouTube if you're not yet registered to our channel, follow us in social media, but most of all, SimFly, take off and get more.